We've all been hurt at some point, even abandoned. Many of us have done the hurting ourselves. We get to the point where we don't trust anyone, nor do we feel worthy of being loved by anyone. Then there's that one person who just doesn't give up on loving you. Their love is unconditional. Their love stays long enough for you to heal. And then they promise to never leave. That's love you can count on. God's love.
Hey everybody, this is Dr. David Evans from the PIC TV Network. I want to thank you for tuning in with our broadcast today. Breaking live. We just coming off a brand new presentation today to let you know that there is a special segment, a special presentation that we're going to talk about today, and that is Free Raymond Carter Jr. And he is a great young man who has wrote a book. We're going to talk about this book today. We just had a Clubhouse interview with him. He is my godson. He's in prison even as we speak now, but he's free in prison. Even while we're talking right now, he is a leader. He is a mentor. He is a role model to brothers in the prison system, and his book is just exploding. He's going to be coming on soon to do an audible presentation with us. But I have with us today Miss Toya Smith, and she's going to be talking about her relationship with Raymond, and also Sean Gresham. He's in from Atlanta, Georgia. We were on Clubhouse just a few minutes ago talking to Raymond, and it was just a beautiful experience, Sean. Wasn't it great, Sean?
Yes, it was an awesome experience being on with the both of you guys, and as well as Raymond Carter. He wrote a powerful book. I haven't begun to read it yet, but I've heard great things about the book. Overall, he's a powerful man of God. God is using him in a mighty way. And I'm just privileged to have met him.
Yeah, I mean, our experience with Raymond, mine's go back over maybe almost 30 years. Been knowing him since he was a young kid. He was a member of our church on T Street. He is my godson, and I'm just so proud of him. When he came in Clubhouse and he was talking to people, you would never know. Even you said it yourself, Sean, you would never know he was in prison. The way he's inspiration, motivation. It's amazing. We also have Toy Smith. She is working with Raymond to do a Born to Lose, Destined to Win University for him. He's just a gift. Toya, what do you love about Raymond Carter Jr.?
Listen, and thank you, Dr. Evans, for allowing me to join you. Thank you, Sean, for allowing me to join you both. Listen, what I love about Raymond is that his faith level is unmatched. It's undeniable. He refuses to not believe in God. And so that thing always encourages me. He is that type of God. If you want to see the miraculous happen, you definitely need to grab a hold of the type of faith that Raymond has. So I'm to serve as his administrator for Destined to Win University. So the university was started just this August, right? August of 2021. And he is working diligently on creating the blueprint and the pathway for the organization. And so I'm just honored. I also have his book. I'm going to show it if it's okay. This is his book, It is entitled Born to Lose, but Destined to Win. And I believe that this book is very prophetic. It is honestly a prophetic book. He talks about his life as a young person and how those decisions and those behaviors have just really positioned him to be a minister of the gospel. So I'm excited to be a part of the team. I'm excited to be on the project of Destined to Win University. And that's really what I love about Raymond. He is that guy, the faith walker, and you just cannot shut down his level of faith.
Yeah, that's amazing. When I look at my life, and I look at Raymond's life and how God connected us when he was young to join us in ministry. I was served as his minister, and he was only like 16, 17 years old. And Raymond would play for the church. Matter of fact, I'm going to play a little bit of the song that he normally sings. He plays the keyboard, the piano, and the drums, and he sang at the same time. One of his songs that he loved to play was I've Been Born Again by Timothy Wright, the late, great Timothy Wright, the Reverend Timothy Wright. And Raymond he's just a man of God and a man of faith and just a role model. And he just did like all of us do, Sean. When we were young, got in trouble, driving down the road in South Carolina and with his homeboys, and then somebody came out and got hurt. And then next thing you know, all of them went to prison. And Raymond's been in prison for 24 years. Sean, I as an African American man, we know how it is because to be in prison or just to be pulled over, it's a different feeling, Sean. You know what I'm talking about.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and especially you in Atlanta, Georgia, man. Raymond's situation happened down south almost 26, 27 years ago. He'd been in prison for 24 years. And wasn't no smartphones back in that day. There was no Go Live back in that day. 25, 26 years ago was just my word against yours. Sean, even today, I'm going to talk to you for a minute. Being a book author, being an African-American man, it's just a different feeling, Sean, when you've been pulled over from a law enforcement officer. Talk about that feeling, Sean.
I have been pulled over. I have been given a ticket. But encountering the law enforcement can be at moments scary, because you never know how they're going to treat you. So it's like you got to be on your P's and Q's. You got to be sure you tell the police officer what your next move is going to be. You got to tell the officer, look, I'm gonna bend over and grab something. I'm gonna put my hands on the steering wheel. So I don't think our white counterparts have to do all this but us, because we are, unfortunately, we are a target. We are a target.
Yeah, Sean, the question that Dr. David asked you, that's such a valid question. I have a son, and every time he asks me to go somewhere, I am drilling down. And then finally, when I allow him to go, I am definitely praying over him. And then I try to talk him through different scenarios, not to put fear in him, but to elevate his level of faith, but to make sure he can function as appropriate as possible in that environment. I'm not a black male, but I am raising a black male to be a healthy adult. And so I can empathize with that space, definitely.
Yeah, and for us to be there for Raymond. I mean, when he was in Clubhouse talking to us today, you wouldn't have never known he was in prison. You wouldn't have never known, because his words of encouragement. Matter of fact, he prayed for about 3 people who came in for prayer. We had a nice group of people in there. And those who are watching right now, the PIC TV network, this breaking news, we're talking about supporting our brother Raymond Carter Jr., who was railroaded into the system when he was a teenager. He's in prison now. And we want you to get his book. Read his book, Raymond Carter Jr., Born to Lose. Put that book up there, back up there, Toy. Born to Lose, but Destined to Win. It's on Amazon. It's only $10, but you're supporting him. Also, you can go to the petition and sign up for Raymond Carter's release. He's a young man, been in prison for 24 years. And we want to do what we can to spread the news to help him. I think we have over 10,000 signatures already. And Raymond has done a wonderful job in helping other brothers who are going through the system. Let's talk a little bit about Andre Norman. He is a great man who's been in the system, came out the system, got his degree, and now he's giving back. Toy, talk a little bit about Andre Norman.
Absolutely. Listen, Andre is a phenomenal businessman. He is a thought leader. And, Andre was behind. He was on the inside for years and years. The Lord opened up the door for him to come out and be able to be a blessing to the men who have experienced, who are experiencing what he has experienced. So his organization is called Academy of Hope. It's a nonprofit organization that's really built and centered around violence interruption, mentoring, and facilitation. And I was blessed with the opportunity to deliver his phenomenal Academy of Hope curriculum inside of the prison system. And so Andre he is a phenomenal public speaker. He has connections beyond what we could imagine or even think. And so, the Lord has been good to Andre. And I believe that the reason why the Lord has been good to Andre is because he continues to sow back into a place where he once was bound, to be able to develop curriculum centered around mentoring, facilitation, and violence interruption is a big deal. And I just really appreciate Andre Norman for the work that he's doing. I know that you can find Andre at andrenorman.com, andrenorman.com, but you follow Andre. He's always motivating. Again, he is totally into social justice avenues. He's into business leadership, corporate leadership. He's a phenomenal man, and I just appreciate the work that he's doing inside of the prison systems.
Yes, I've had the chance to also talk to Andre Norman and read his awesome book. His book is phenomenal. Get a copy of his book as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're excited for all of you watching the PIC TV Network special break presentation today. We're supporting Raymond Carter's book, Born to Lose, but Destined to Win. You want to get a copy of it. We're going to come back right after this break. Don't touch the dial.
This is a plea to our brothers to stop killing one another. This is to the powers that be. I want you to realize we're part of God's family. We can no longer ignore what's happening in the streets. I can't walk down the street without you harassing me. I'm doing nothing wrong. Why do you need to see my deed? If you walk in my shoes, you wouldn't treat me the way you do. A little empathy, and you see I'm not your enemy, yeah. You are my brother. All I'm saying, from a different mother. I don't want no trouble. You are my sister. No, no. From a different minister. The sin that I'm in makes you hate me from within. Do my dress make you scared? Why you feel I should be dead? I don't have a gun. It's just my phone. Please leave me alone. I'm just trying to make it home. Oh, you are my brother. All I'm saying, from a different mother. I don't want no trouble. You are my sister. Oh, from a different don't kill me. Please remove your knee. I'm trying to go home to my family. So please don't kill me. Yeah, yeah. Please don't shoot me. I wanna go home to my family. Yeah. Please don't harm me. Yeah. I wanna go home to my family. Yeah, yeah. Please don't kill me. Don't kill me. I wanna go home to my family. Yeah. So please remove your knee. Please don't shoot me. Yeah. Don't kill me. I have a family waiting on me. Yeah, yeah. Please don't murder me. I don't. Please don't kill me. I wanna go home to my family. So please don't shoot me.
Hey everybody, we're back once again on the PIC TV network. I want to thank you for tuning in to the special presentation. We're here to support Raymond Carter Jr., who is in prison right now, and he has a book out, and that book is called Born to Lose but Destined to Win. We want you to get a copy of this book on Amazon. Everybody's watching. There it is right now. We're putting it up on the screen. We want you to get this book. I mean, there's so many people who are watching us right now who need this book, Born to Lose but Destined to Win by Raymond. There's people watching around the world, and you want to get Raymond's book. It's right here before you. All you have to do is go to Amazon to win, put it in just like that, and order Raymond's book. If you want to come back and discuss it, we'll be in Clubhouse on next Sunday at 4 p.m. We'll just be discussing his book And we are so excited because today Sean is in the Pick TV network television screen today from Atlanta, Georgia. We have Toy is in from South Carolina, and I'm from Washington, D.C. And wherever you're watching today, this special presentation. Sean, I wanted to ask you a question because you're a book author too. You have a wonderful book out. We had you on the broadcast before. In writing a book, Sean, what do you put into it, man? I'm not a book author. What do you put into when you write a book, and where does it come from?
In inspiration, it can be time consuming, but one of the things I eradicate from my vocabulary when it comes to writing is saying that I have writer's block.
Mm-hmm.
Where the Holy Spirit dwells on inside of me. Greater is He that is in me than he that is in the world. So it's the Holy Spirit that downloads into me to write. Without the Holy Spirit, I'm nothing. So it's all God, and I'm grateful because a lot of people will tell you, "Oh, well, why are you writing a book? Well, what are you doing?" No, but if you know the vision and purpose that God has placed on inside of you, no naysayer is going to sway you from doing it. So no matter what situation you come from, no matter what your skin tone is, because look at Raymond, he's in jail and wrote a book. Not only that, he has his own organization, his own school. Don't there's no excuse. There's no excuse in why it cannot be done. So I'm just grateful that I was able to release a novel, and there's more to come.
Awesome. Dr. David, I want to chime in on that. I am an author as well. I've written 2 handbooks. And as Sean has said, listen, we don't have room for writer's block, not when people are waiting for our sound. Sean, you stop me. You stop me when I'm not talking right. Dr. Evans, you stop me when I'm not talking right. And I like to share with my group, your sound solves for a specific set of people. And I'm so grateful and thankful that Raymond released his sound through the written word in terms of his book, Destined to Win. Destined to lose, but born to win. I mean, that's so prophetic to me. It's very prophetic, and you have to use your prophetic mindset in order to catch that thing. Raymond says that this book really is a passage from being imprisoned to being in position. And so I believe the work that he's doing right now in the prison system, the work that he's doing in terms of ministry and speaking into the brothers' lives, and the things that he's doing inside of the prison is huge. It's about his ministry. And so we bless God for him. I'm going to say that again. It's a passage. Listen, this is Raymond's voice, okay? It's a passage from being imprisoned to being in position. And I believe that the work he's doing it well. He is positioned for greatness, positioned to win. But yeah, as an author, no, there's no space for writer's block. When we don't release our sound, listen to this, our people are wandering in the wilderness.
Wow, come on now.
Listen, y'all stop me when I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But the people that are called to our sound, they're wandering. And I believe Raymond did a phenomenal job with the release of his book. And I can't wait until he releases his sound in other formats as well.
And what I love about Raymond, and I mentioned this to him twice. He do not sound imprisoned.
Mm-hmm.
He don't sound like what he's going through.
Mm-hmm.
He's anointed. He's empowered.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's I think it's a blessing to be able to carry that. His university that he's founded, it really is a personal growth and development hub in place to help men. And what he wants to do is help men who are striving to recognize their identity. Because if you read Raymond's book, you can see that there was a struggle in his identity at a young age. This is why he's where he is, because there was a struggle in his identity. And so his university also wants to help with inner growth, right? To progress this level of inner growth, to boost self-concept, and to help men maintain profitable relationships. Now, that word profitable is about meaningful relationships and also economic relationships. So I just love the work that he's doing. I love his vision, and I'm so honored to be able to serve in the capacity to push and help it come to fruition.
Yeah, it's amazing when we can do something to share information on the PIC TV network. Our network is on, spreading information, education, inspiration, and entertainment on our network. We don't have to worry about censoring stuff, and you can't say that. I'm happy to have you guys on. This is Breaking Live, PIC TV network. We all want to thank you guys. We got a lot of football fans out there watching the game. But hey, look at this, do the replay again. Check us out on YouTube. Check us out on Facebook, PIC TV Network. Check us out on Twitter. Check us out on Clubhouse and the PIC TV Network that's on right now, with people watching us around the world. We're so happy. Time goes fast, Sean. Doesn't every time we get together, man? It's like, look like we started it. And now it's time to do another segment. I want to thank you, Toy, for coming on from South Carolina. Thank you, Sean, from Atlanta. You guys be safe. We're gonna do another presentation in honor of Raymond real soon. These people have taken time out of their schedule to help someone else. My name is David Evans from the PIC TV Network. Don't forget to order the book. Order the book for Raymond Carter. Let's support him. Let's push him. Matter of fact, I was just trying to call just a moment ago to have him on the Audible line, but we're going to do that next time to have Raymond on. There it is. Born to lose, but destined to win. Raymond Carter Jr. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you next time on the PIC TV Network. Keep on.
Thank you, Dr. Evans.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Juneteenth. It's a holiday often called the Black 4th of July. It's celebrated with cookouts, festivals, historical reenactments, and it's one of the most important days in African American history. Juneteenth celebrates the end of slavery in the United States. You see, the U.S. Declaration of Independence stated that all men were created equal, but this didn't apply to black slaves. The move to end slavery didn't happen until Abraham Lincoln issued a law in 1863, almost 100 years later. But the news took more than 2 years to reach all parts of the country. The state of Texas was the last to find out. On June 19, 1865, 250,000 slaves were freed in Texas, marking independence for all Americans.